Guys, it's Friday, October 30th. Tomorrow's Halloween.
Whoa! Yeah! Halloween!
I hope you're as excited for Halloween as D-Weed is, because he is pumped. Okay, so questions this week. Luke. Wait a minute. Luke didn't have a question. Connor. Connor didn't have a question. So that's half of them. So after those two good questions, I've got Keith's question about apportioning talent, based on different skills and abilities. And being a pretty multi-talented guy, I'm pretty average at just about everything. I'm going to say that that's a pretty good route to go compared to just being really good at just one thing. So I would say I would spread it out, and I think I would do something similar to Rob's, where about maybe 10 to 20% would go into like a musical talent. Not being tone deaf, being able to play instruments reasonably well, that kind of thing. I'd probably put about 20 to 30% of my talent allotment into athletics. Making sure I'm physically fit, I'm got great reflexes, hand-eye coordination, flexibility. I can't touch my toes. Things like that. And then probably put about 20% of that into people skills. See, Rob's took all the good options, like all these really obvious ones that are just perfect. So I'm just copying him. But, my ability to communicate effectively, carry on a conversation, things like that, those are important, and I think I would allot some of my talent to that. Let's see. That gives me about 75%. No, it doesn't. That gives me about 70%. So I would put the rest of the 30% into just whatever came along. If something came up and I had some allotted talent left, I would sprinkle a little bit of that talent on whatever I needed it for. So I'm going to keep 30% of my talent allotment in reserve for use when it's necessary. Once again, Rob's came through with a dynamite question about what my biggest regret was ever. So I jotted down a quick list so you can see it. It's right there. And that took me about a minute. I didn't want to make it too long because otherwise I could fill like 3 pages. But looking through the list, a lot of them have to do with not taking action. It's a lot of me lacking initiative, and I would say my biggest regret is never learning that taking initiative gives me an advantage. Because when I do take the initiative, it turns out awesome. I decide to join cross country and I make really awesome friends and I do really well at it. But if I wouldn't have taken the initiative, I'd probably just be fat. So my biggest regret is that I never take initiative when I need to, and I end up regretting it later. So all these regrets stem from me just not taking the initiative. And my question for the GQs this Halloween week is, if you could do anything for 1 hour, not hanging out with anybody, just you by yourself, what would you do? Now, if you want to watch Lost,
Luke,
go for it. If you want to play guitar,
Keith and Rob's,
go for it. Me, what I would do if I had a whole hour to myself, just nothing, just do whatever I wanted to do, I'd play Super Mario World. Whole hour. That is probably the best video game I've ever played. Maybe not the best video game, the most addicting, the most enjoyable to play. It's definitely not the best. I mean, it's on the Super Nintendo, but man, it is so much fun. I would play that for an hour. Definitely. Like Rob stated on Wednesday, this weekend marks a journey of people from South Dakota up here to the University of Minnesota. Those attending would be Keith, Connor, Nicole, and Jolene. Tanner was supposed to come, but I guess he's just too much of a little girl to make it, so no Tanner this weekend. Yeah, really, you damn owl. Thanks for watching this video on behalf of all the GQs, even the ones who didn't make videos this week or made subpar videos where they didn't actually ask a question. I want to wish you a happy Halloween. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, get on that. It's just a little yellow box. You click it. It takes like 2 seconds. You won't even notice. But it helps us. It makes our self-esteem rise. And we would really appreciate it if you did it. So tell your friends. And I'll see you next Friday.